Hey everybody, it's Wendy and it's Wednesday and I'm here with Mary Walsh.
Hi.
We're at the Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery and Mary is one of the owners and founders, and this has just become a beloved community hub on the trail. These women were visionaries. Your partner is
Jack.
Yeah, Jack. And you see Mary and Jack here all the time. So, Mary, what made you start this idea, Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery?
So we started it back in 2011, and there was nothing around here. There's no place you could go to get local food besides the farmers market, which was only part of the year and only on Saturdays. And so we both had a big desire just to have a place like that, and didn't seem like anyone was going to do it anytime soon. So that was our main drive, and so it took us about a year to plan it, and we talked to a lot of farmers and a lot of people who were involved in the local food community. And then it was also really important to us to be accessible safely by bicycle, which is a belief I think that you share.
Yep.
And so that's how we ended up at this fantastic location.
So funny. I have to tell you something about this location before you guys were here. It's kind of interesting. The trail opened in what, like 2009, I think?
I think so. And this section in particular, I think, opened in 2010 or even 2011, shortly before we opened.
Yeah, and I love what you did with it, because what I wanted to do with it, or what I was kind of thinking about doing with it, is definitely not as much fun. But at the time, I was still married, and my husband was looking for a location to start a funeral home.
Wow.
And we were looking, we considered this location.
That's
the trail
crazy.
had just opened, but I love what you're doing with it. So that's way more fun, and this is
and the living can enjoy it.
Living is good.
I never knew that story.
I know.
That's so cool.
It's crazy. So anyway, you are all about local here at the Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery, and tell us why local is so important.
So many reasons, but the main one is the taste. Is you just can't compare a local tomato that's never been refrigerated to a tomato that traveled like across the world and was picked when it was green and was refrigerated, which kills the flavor.
Absolutely.
And so the taste by itself is really drastically different. And we've seen a lot of people and children who come in here and their parents say, no, they don't like tomatoes. They've never eaten tomatoes before. And then they like our tomatoes because they're just like a whole new ball game. So the taste is the main thing. And what we find and our customers find when we convince them to try something new is when you use great ingredients, it's really easy to make fantastic meals.
Yes.
So you could do really simple meals with just good ingredients.
And it's clean.
Stick to it.
Yeah.
And we try to source organically as our first choice when we can. But when we can't, many of our farmers are not certified, but they either don't use any chemicals, or they use them super sparingly. And our farmers are small and they're local, and they live in our community and they spend their money in our community. They care about our community, and so supporting local means you're just supporting all of your neighbors that live and care in your community, and not somebody far away who's not as vested.
Absolutely. And what we find at the end too is that more and more people are looking for an experience. So it's not about the best deal, or they're looking to travel and have an experience. Thank you. The camera looks smudgy. Sorry. Thank you, Pablo.
Oh.
Sorry if we're smudgy. But let's see. Yeah, here we're gonna clean the lens. We're gonna do a quick little clean here. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, let's see. So I find that people don't necessarily want like a traditional hotel. And do you find also that like you have regulars here, people that could go to a grocery store closer to where they live, but they come here, they make the drive?
Yes, especially when we opened, we knew our supporters were going very much out of their way to shop here, because we are off the beaten path, and a lot of our items have been more expensive, although we've been able to get to a scale where we think we're competitive now on certain things. But people do come here because they run into their neighbors, they run into their farmers' husbands, run into their wives here. A few people met here and have gotten married.
Awesome.
Since we opened the business.
That's so cool.
And kids become friends here. There's just people come here there's lots of people who will come 3 times in the same day.
Yes.
Or some people who just come for breakfast and end up staying the whole day. And so it's such a community place.
It really
all
is.
those connections happen. And, you know, the way that Greenville has been, and many towns have been set up around driving, people don't have those interactions anymore because everyone's isolated in their car.
Right. And we
so,
need to bump into each other more, you know?
Yeah.
And make those connections and have that community relationship. So you've really done a great thing here, and it just
Thank
keeps
you.
getting better and better. So tell us, like, kind of the progression of how your business has evolved since you opened.
Sure. So we opened in 2011, and it was just me and my partner Jack, and then our husbands. And we just opened with the 4 of us and started working, and we needed help immediately. So we hired a few friends, and then we were busy and we were grateful. And then after a year, we acquired more space in our building. And
After
then
a
after,
year.
yeah,
Cool. Yeah.
so because we were doing everything from this little space, our cafe, grocery,
Okay.
and all of our baking, because we bake all of our stuff, was all being done from this tiny space. So we moved our baking upstairs so we would have more space to spread out. And then a couple of years later, we expanded our grocery, and now we're also having pizza on the weekends.
Yeah, we'll
and
show you the
also doing
pizza.
wholesale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Wholesale?
Yes, so we
So-
now there is a big need for restaurants to be able to order local food in an easier way, because having to manage like 100 different farmers with different prices and different availability is challenging. We know because we do it every week. So we, out of realizing that demand, we started offering our list too. So we're wholesaling farmers' products to restaurants
Wow.
and to Grow Food, which is a food hub in Charleston.
Wow, that's
So we're opening up the
fantastic.
markets. Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Awesome. I love to hear that you're expanding, because I think people want more of this. I don't want to say it's a trend, but like we're going back to the way we used to live, and I would say it's a recent thing that, you know, we're okay with getting our food from, like, within the last 100 years. I mean, we've totally changed how we get our food and you know, how the distance that it covers. So I love your mission, and I hope to support it with more of a residential community. We're looking, I work for Live Greenville, it's a real estate company, and we're hoping to open a housing development around a farm.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah, right off the trail. So look for that, that's coming. But some of our favorite things here at the Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery are the stecca bread and well, your sandwiches on the bread, and the scones. So how did the stecca bread recipe come to be?
So it was something I was playing with at home,
Okay.
and in my oven, and the oven has to be really hot. And you know, home ovens often struggle to be at 500 degrees. And so it's just something I made at home a lot, and then we didn't even bring it to the store for probably a year because I didn't think it would work. But then one day, I think I was probably trying to procrastinate doing accounting or something, so I made it at the store, and it was really delicious. And then we sold it, and customers really liked it.
Yeah.
And so eventually we started making it every day and selling it every day consistently, and then we started using it in our sandwiches.
So is bread making therapy for you?
Yeah,
Perhaps?
I really like it.
Okay.
But once I had kids, it was harder to plan the timing because, you know, you have to do it sometimes days in advance, or
Okay.
at least many hours in advance. You have to start the process, and you have to get back to it. And now that I have kids, and then the business, like, it's hard to do as much experimenting. But I'm starting to get back into it.
Good. So talk to us about business ownership, motherhood, and, you know, just trying to have some balance in your life. I mean, has it been difficult, or how do you manage that?
Yeah. In a way, having kids was great for job management, because before kids, I was just working 80 hours a week. And just nonstop. And once you have kids, like, you want to see your kids, and you have to see your kids, and you have to take care of them. So it forced me to make a balance and find a way to pass off things to other people. So
Very
that I
good.
wouldn't be on call all the time.
It probably helped you grow too. I mean, the more you
Yes.
can delegate, right? And
Yeah.
the happier you are and more balanced you are as a business owner.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it just helps you expand and grow and enjoy your business more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. And I love, they have a cute playground here, and your kids are off and around, and, you know, probably your husband's too. I mean, it's still somewhat a family business for you, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
My husband worked the register yesterday.
Okay.
Because we had our staff party. Although at this point we've grown so much that when he gets there, he has to ask a lot of questions. He's not as familiar with everything anymore. But they are the backbone.
Awesome. Good. Any events coming up that you want to tell people about?
Yeah, we have a lot. So every month we have a dance party.
I love that.
And it's a fundraiser dance party.
Okay.
And so our pizza is opened, and we serve beer and wine, and we have a DJ come, and he plays music for 3 hours, and we donate 10% of the sales to a different organization every month.
That's awesome. Great. The pizza. When is the pizza open? Like
Thursday through Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it an evening thing?
Thursday and Friday are evening, and Saturday.
Okay.
And then Saturday and Sunday we also have lunch.
Okay, cool. So check out this pizza in a container. It's a really brilliant way to expand what you're doing here.
Thank you.
All right, and then you also have like some fleas, and you have cooking classes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can people find out about what's going on at the Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery?
So Facebook is a good place. We try to list all of our events on Facebook, and then our website has more of the cooking class details.
Okay.
There's also some running groups that meet here every Thursday.
All right.
And then after you run with the group, you get a discount on pizza and beer.
Awesome.
So that's kind of fun. And every first and third Thursday of the month, the Slow Food Earth Market is here, which is pretty much a farmer's market, but they have strict standards on what is allowed to be sold here.
Okay.
So it's usually heirloom vegetables and things like that.
Awesome. So you can sign up for their emails on their website, and then like them on Facebook, and you'll be able to keep in touch with Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery and everything they have going on. And we have some events coming up too. Next week, Tuesday, June 12th from 6 to 9 at the Swamp Rabbit Inn on Logan Street, our original location. We're going to be celebrating our 4th anniversary.
Wow.
I know. 4 years goes fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. And we love working with you guys and collaborating with you and sending all of our guests. This is their first stop that we mention. When they head out on their bikes, we're like, you have to stop at the Swamp Rabbit Cafe, and they always come back and they're just like, oh yeah, that was amazing. So good. Thank you for everything you do for our community.
Thank you for all of your support.
Yeah, and for being on our show. And thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next Wednesday at noon. Bye.
Bye.